characters you thought they were building up to, but then the actress/actor left. Some recent examples may tend to be Nancy Carter, who came back, I think in 2022 or so, where she had that storyline with Zach, and they were going to buy a restaurant together, but then they just fell apart. Nancy left. They also set up that little storyline with her like just taking CBD oil, but instead of them actually getting like a prescription for it, like some epilepsy patients do have, they just fucking went, you're getting some dodgy CBD oil. It's like, you can buy CBD oil, you mad bastards. It's not illegal. Well, some of it is, but you know, it's not super bad. I mean, also another one that we covered was obviously Kirat leaving, because Kirat became a very prominent character for a lot of the time, especially during the last year or so. Or did he leave in when the fuck did he leave this year? Yeah,
no, he left last year.
Yeah, but does that mean Nish has been around for over a year now?
Yes.
Fucking mate, my timelines are all off. Yes, he did leave late last year.
We didn't cover it.
No.
I was gonna let you hang out to dry with that one where you're like, yeah, we covered it. Oh,
yeah, fair enough.
You can stand.
It was late last year. He'd obviously discovered that Suki and Eve were sleeping together, and kind of took the rap for Suki killing Ranveer. And it was like they were building up to be this good guy who he was with Sharon for a bit. He was with Stacey. He was like being put with these very big characters. So, you know, that means they see something in the character. But then all of a sudden he sees Suki and Eve sleep together. Nish is about to get out of jail, and he's gone. And obviously the rumours were that him and Ash fell out. The actors of Ash Kaur and Kirat, they fell out or something. So he just went, "Yep, see you guys. I'm leaving. Bye bye." And obviously both characters left the show pretty soon afterwards.
We did cover Ash's fucking arc though.
I mean, say arc. I'd say a fucking moderate bump in the road. Yeah, really didn't get much to do with that one, did she?
Finley, I guess, would be another one we covered.
Yeah, but they were building up to it because he was leaving, not because he was gonna become a big character. It was more so just because, oh well, see ya Finley, see ya, bye bye. It's like Lola. It's like they only built her up to die. They didn't build her up and then kill her.
It's like, from what I've heard, well, I don't know when this is going out, so this might either be a spoiler or this is probably a fucking rumor. It's like the rumor I heard that they're possibly bringing back Danielle Harlett.
Oh, it was like some flashbacks
as a ghost.
Or some
as a ghost.
Yeah. I don't know where people have heard this, because I saw someone comment on our channel talking about it. But other than that, I've seen nothing about that. This coming out after Christmas, so.
And then on Christmas Day, we're like, holy shit, she's the body on the floor. Would you believe it? Would you believe it?
Alright, so let's get into the Reddit thread. There's not too many people I can kind of... Ow, Jesus, punch my backbone. There's not too many people I can kind of see how this is going to happen. Because, like, sometimes you just have to wonder if that's just what you expected. Like, Ronnie's daughter, Danielle, they built to her trying to find Ronnie and be this really, like, I found you, you know, because Archie forced her to get rid of Danielle when she was young. She was, like, 15, you know, so she had to get rid of the baby, and she was about to find out that she was the mum, but obviously then you have the fucking immediate hit to just a shot of trauma straight into Ronnie's heart where she sees her daughter, that she's only just realised is his, get fucking murdered in front of her. And it's like, fuck. But to be fair, with how they wrote Ronnie, probably was never going to be happy. Ever. At all. Ever. Nah. But yeah, let's see what the EastEnders subreddit have to say. Someone says, Kirat was building up to be a huge character in my opinion, an actually interesting good guy with a relationship with a mainstay character. I'm still not over his sudden and completely random exit. Yeah, I think it's I mean, as I said before, he had big story. He had a big partnership with Ben. He had big storylines with, well, I say big storylines. He was with Sharon and Stacey. Like, he was kind of coming around as an all-round good guy. And at the time where Suki was still kind of a bit of a bitch, you know, he was more of the reasonable one, right? But then obviously you kind of, I don't feel like there's a world where Kirat still exists on the square whilst Nish is there. So I feel like they did show them interact a little bit, but he was gone pretty soon after. Or I don't even know if he did. I just remember some weird scenes with Vinny and Ash and perhaps Kirat talking to Nish and Kirat just being like, fuck you. But I don't think there would have been a way where they could have coexisted, because obviously Kirat rose to Nish's like spot in the family, right? But ultimately there can only be one. Someone says Ash as well. Suki's whole arc started at the fact she rejected her daughter for being gay, and then all of a sudden Ash just ups and leaves. I really hope she comes back if/when Suki and Eve get together.
To defend this, because I see a lot of people go, but Suki gives up on Ash being a lesbian. How could she? Guys, you do realise most homophobic people who are homophobic are sometimes closeted.
Yeah, maybe not most of the time. Yeah, there are definitely... I mean,
there is examples,
even just necessarily a trope in soaps, for example. Whenever someone's gay and they're not really comfortable with it, it usually manifests in homophobia. Ben did it. Suki obviously did it. In Hollyoaks, Carter's currently doing it. Like, it's a trope that never really seems to die. Which I guess is fair enough. And, you know, you're...
But someone I forgot to mention is Jasper the Parrot. He left so quickly.
Also, I say fair enough. I mean fair enough with a trope in soaps. I don't really mean, like, fair enough in general.
Yeah, me, I actually do not support the gays. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first. I do not support the gays.
I am referred to as Ashley now, as Ash. It's already being mentioned, and they're gay. I think they're bi, actually, but regardless. The joke.
Queer community? How dare you? Preposterous.
So people have theorized, mostly just hopeful, that it suggested that old Ash will make an appearance on Christmas Day as like a mystery guest. But I can't say spoilers, it's speculation. It's Eve. Eve's gonna be the mystery guest on fucking Christmas. Of course she is. Because she's gonna come back for Suki on Christmas Day.
And that's possibly where good old Nish Panasar dies.
Of course.
Paracetamol dies.
But yeah, I suppose I wouldn't mind it. And they say, I really hope she comes back when they get together. I wouldn't mind it. But I honestly, I feel like Ash was just surrounded with shit people. Like, she never really had someone who would... Because the interesting bit in Ash's character is she's like Suki. She's a fucking fiery, take no prisoners, fucking, don't you fucking step to me. But she never really got to be that. But yeah, I'd love to see it. I mean, between Suki, Priya, and fucking if Ash came back, good lord, mate, I'm never fucking raising my finger in that house. I'll just get yelled at. What?
I think you have Eve, who's like the candy lesbian. Like, guys, let's all just settle it. Come on, guys, we can all frolic around the garden. You know, pick roses and shit.
Not sure what. You've been seeing Eve for a whole year. That's never been my read of it. But regardless. Yeah, what even is that?
What?
It's not of you. That never happened. In any reality, that's the opposite of Eve's character.
We frolic around the garden. A tissue.
You've watched
you're
her
all
for the
dead
last
you're queer.
year. Someone says, yeah, and as far as I know, Kirat's actor left on bad-ish terms. Yeah, he fucking did. But no reason whatsoever for Ash not to come back and properly reconcile or whatever with Suki. Someone says, I'm still deluding himself. I'm deluding myself. He might return even for a cameo. Eve could have turned to him in desperation and fear of contact with anyone else. Lest Ravi find out, Suki and Stacey are the two most important people in their lives. All the footage of Ranvir's murder is found if Nish and Ravi are busted. Maybe Nish throws Ravi under the bus and hands it over. Totally deluding myself, but I can dream.
Yeah, you're delusional.
Look, Kirat was I don't know what this... Just because Kirat was an okay character doesn't mean he was good. Sorry, boys. Kirat was mid as fuck, always.
It's the kind of thing, an example would be, again, to bring up that fat boy account, whoever that is. It's like you feel nostalgic for people that left so suddenly, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you feel like there's wasted potential there.
Yeah, exactly. Like
yeah,
one person
definitely could have been. There definitely could have been wasted potential for Kirat, but he was boring as fuck. Like, I don't know. People just, yeah, fair enough. I guess he left, but meh. I mean, then again, this person's talking about Kirat like they're on first name basis, so they're a bit too invested in the old storyline. Someone says, I'm pretending he's coming back at Christmas, and Ash having the whole Suki and Eve story unravel and not involve her is bizarre. I mean, I still like the idea of... It's been theorized that Eve will come back. I say theorized, it's all speculation. There's no fucking... It's all speculated that Eve's going to come back on Christmas Day and somehow find some proof that, Suki didn't kill Ranvir and it's going to play on the TV or something. I think that's mostly Entertainment World's theory, I'll be real, but I've seen it posted a couple of times elsewhere. And it feels like the way to get to Nish or Ravi. But yeah, I don't fucking know anymore, honestly. It's unwinding at a very slow pace, and I'm not ready. But it's exciting to see. Alright, fucking people just having a meltdown about Kirat still still happening. Someone described Ravi and Kirat possibly having like Grant Phil type dynamic where they don't they don't get along, but they keep doing it. But let's say a big bad happens and they have to team up.
Not as good as my suggestion. Having an affair.
Yeah, but they were also seemingly... There's also suggestion they were going to do a fire to kill off, which was what we thought the Bridge Street Cafe fire was going to be. We thought it was going to be a fire with the Panesars, like Vinny dying possibly. Where they had like Nina Gupta, the Ravi's like... It was Ranvir's wife, but also Ravi was seeing her on the side. So they were trying to fleece him for all the money. But she just fucked off, I think. I don't actually remember what happened to her, but she very quickly just went. It was seemingly the fire was going to kill off some of them. But yeah, fucking... Obviously, Kirat just left. Someone says, I know there's recency bias, but that's going to be one of the best examples. I can't imagine the priests were happy when he chose to leave. Would have had a central role in this year's storylines. Very true, very true. It would have been interesting to have another, like, figure to butt heads with, rather than fucking just Vinny being a little bitch. Yeah, you have Nish, you have Ravi, and you have fucking Vinny down here. Like, you don't really have that third head. Someone says, Christmas, watch this space. Not happening.
No, if I'm watching anything on Christmas Day and it has to be a space, it's obviously going to be Angels and Airwaves music.
You're going to watch the music.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the music and indulge in the dulcet tones of Tom DeLonge in 2006.
Yeah. Well, another thing that only Piggy's going to do on Christmas, the other Angels and Airwaves fan in the comment section, is going to silently just cry. Someone says, I always felt there was something more that was meant to happen with Vincent and his storylines. Alright, so Vincent is obviously the guy who is now dead. You don't know, he wasn't killed on screen, he went missing as Kim's husband. He was involved in a lot of the crime stuff. Obviously, what most people know him for now is playing Felix Westwood in Hollyoaks, which is probably the character that he would have played in EastEnders. But a bit more with a bit more of a criminal background. But apparently he was built up to be a big like psychopath, but yeah, basically, that Aiden storyline tanked everyone in that fucking thing. Where they had the fucking Irish gangster, fucking Aiden, just having a weird, robbery with fucking Phil, Mick, Vincent, and there was one other person that I can't think
Billy.
of right now. Definitely not.
Oh, Mick.
I already said Mick first.
Oh, fuck. Give me a second.
I mean, maybe it was just them. Maybe it was just... It was just the four of them, as far as I remember. But yeah, that storyline just seemingly tanked off everyone. But yeah, apparently, and also someone adds... Yeah, they made a big point of him saying he would be the 21st century Nick Cotton, including him during the 30th anniversary episodes as Nick was killed off. Jontman even said he was handing over the baton. There was a whole episode of Kim hiding in the Vic before he showed up because she was petrified of him. He was built up to be an absolute psychopath. And then he showed up, was involved in a few dodgy dealings, had a few fisticuffs with Phil, and that was it. Once he settled down with Kim, it's like they softened the character completely. The way you could tell it was getting a bit weird is they brought in his mum. And his mum was cool, and it was like, it's Mother Hubbard. It's like, what? Yeah, name is Hubbard. Alright, sound.
I love Vincent. I love Vincent. Again, just to bring him up, if there's a fat boy account standing fat boy, I'm gonna be the Vincent Stan account because fucking love Vincent. Bring him back.
He's great. Just from mostly watching his Hollyoaks stuff, he's fucking great. But I can't imagine him going back because he did not have a very he seemingly did not have a good time in working at EastEnders. But if in any, I mean, I know he's dead now, of course, but.
Still, he could be alive.
In any world, you could just make some shit up to have him back, because he is very good, but I could see him being a fucking Hollyoaks mainstay for years to come. So
probably is.
And fair enough, we all gotta eat, and he probably has a lot more fun playing Felix in Hollyoaks than he ever did playing Vincent in EastEnders. But then again, Hollyoaks is gonna die in 2025, so it's not.
I thought Vincent was played by the guy who did the one thing on Hot Wings. Do you know that guy who did the oh fuck? Do you know that meme? Where the guy, do you know the meme where the guy tries to eat the hot wing and he fucking starts crying? It's like, oh fuck, man, and he starts tearing up. I don't know the actor's name, but he's been in a lot of stuff. I also thought it was Vincent. That fucking forget his name.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know why. I know that it might sound racist because they're both black, but I just always thought it was the same guy. So I just they look the exact same to me for some reason.
All right. Well, we're chilling. Maybe we'll see more of Vincent in the new year.
Maybe he's the body on the floor.
Only time will tell. But yeah, the actor's great though. Love him in Hollyoaks. So. Someone just says such wasted character. Someone says when Belinda Slater was recast in 2016, they gave her so much development. She made up with Kat, divorced her husband, which for some reason involved Mick and Linda, and then she just randomly left one day. Didn't even last a year. Such a shame because I thought both the actress and the character were both brilliant. I don't know who Belinda Slater is. I'll be real.
I know Slater left, but I don't know if she counts. But
like, what? I remember there being a Belinda Peacock, but like, but there's also Linda's fucking. Pretty sure Linda's like not before married name was Peacock, and so you have Elaine. So you have Elaine Peacock and Belinda Peacock in some form, which I just remember being a bit confused because I don't think they were related whatsoever. So like, you had two characters with very similar names, and they were probably
is Belinda
both weird.
Slater is a real character, is it?
Yeah. I don't know her personally, but yeah, she's a real character.
Fucking right over my head.
Yeah, I don't even know that either, mate. I really don't. She was there from like 01 to 03 a little bit. She apparently had some flings with Jamie Mitchell. But yeah, she returned for Charlie Slater's funeral. Yeah, who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? Some people in the comment section will tell us. Someone says Belinda was wasted. I remember when the actress was in Hollyoaks, she was amazing. Someone says yes, she was completely wasted in Hollyoaks too. Such a strange, so strange to cast a brilliant actor in a good show and then just not use her, pretty much. It seems like it's a whole thing. It says the whole family was wasted. To be fair, they killed two of the siblings within a week, and then the other one left too. The other daughter was left as well. So they all just fucking ruined it. Someone says, how exactly did they all end up in a hot tub together? Love to know. I remember her and her husband Neville were swingers. And then there were a storyline about Buster and Lee stealing the fish from their pond. Okay.
What the I feel like I've took acid.
I mean, hey, mate, we might get there at some point. You might get there. Someone says Wellard, the dog. Someone said Wellard is the goodest boy.
No, it's Willie.
Very true.
Who doesn't love good Willie?
Someone obviously says Kira. Someone says I think Whitney was supposed to get with Finley instead of Zach. Yeah. I don't know what Finley did to just make everybody fucking hate him in the writers' office or whatever. But he came in. Is he gonna get with Whitney? Is he gonna get with Chelsea? No. What's he gonna do then?
Your brother's gay.
They brought a really interesting story. They brought in Avery, who was brought in for a week or so. He died. Then all right, Mitch, he's your fucking Mitch is now your token uncle. I say token. He's just your uncle. You've now got to fucking now you got to build that relationship back up. Now you got to acclimatize yourself with the Slaters. Taylors, and fucking it just didn't do anything, did he? Just never did anything whatsoever. But yeah, Finley was probably gonna be with Whitney originally, but yeah, Zach or Nancy left, so fucking Nancy left, so him and Whitney got put together, essentially. Someone says, Rocky, massive storyline building up with Joe, and now he's going. Someone says, remember when he coughed up blood shortly after he joined? I think he wasn't supposed to stay beyond initial story, but was too popular to let go. Yeah, I think so. I don't think that... Rocky was definitely a character who they didn't expect to stay on for so long, but they got him for 2-3 years.
Rocky is that one ice cream that you really don't want, and then you like it, and then you're like, oh, I've got to buy another one. And then it turns out when you go to buy another one, oh, fuck, it's been discontinued. So now So now he's gone. If that makes any sense to anyone, like
you don't realise you like it till it's too late.
Yeah, like Rocky was that one toy on the shelf that you really wanted, and then you go, oh, it's been recalled. Why? Choking hazard. Fuck's sake.
But yeah,
I do like Rocky, but he did I'm not saying he overstayed his welcome, but
I don't think so. He could have stayed here for much longer. It's just he clearly wanted to leave, so there's not really much you can do in that scenario, can you?
We actually don't know what happened. We don't know if it was a mutual decision to leave.
He said, "I'm done, lads." That's what fucking happened at the NTAs. He went, "All right, see ya, boys. See ya. Bye-bye. Love you. Fuck off. Give me your money." That's what happened. All speculation, of course, but let's be fucking real. He went, "You know what? I'm good. I've had enough. I'm old. Cheers for the money. I'm gonna go do pantomime fucking once a year for a fat check till I die."
This is a side note, and this isn't one thing, but I seen a wholesome video about pantomime with Phil Mitchell or Steve McFadden. Where some girl brought a Phil and Grant t-shirt and sat front row. So like Steve was doing his pantomime for Jack and the Beanstalk. He looks over and he just starts waving. Like, oh, Steve, why are you so wholesome? He's fucking like it's like when your granddad does something that you wouldn't expect him to do, like he does backflip, and you're like, oh, granddad. No, I'm so wholesome seeing Steve just fucking wave, but a smile on his face. Oh, it was wholesome. Love Steve.
Someone says, it's a legend. Someone says, I thought it got dropped, him coughing up blood. Someone says their theory is that he was supposed to die and ended up changing his illness to Mitch's brother. Yeah, it would make sense because Mitch's brother was coughing up blood and had like very, very like progressed cancer, so he died pretty fucking soon after. It would make sense if they just swapped it over. Like, it's just a complete dud. It's another family who are brought in who are just fucking cheeks, and now you have Felix there. And I feel like Felix will be there for like another year or so, but he's not going to do anything, is he?
He's going to be tiramisu.
Like, Bernie and... I genuinely feel like after Christmas, Bernie, probably not Keanu, and Felix will just fuck off to Spain. Someone says...
join Finlay in Ireland.
Or
join
Ireland.
Finlay in Ireland.
Yeah, you could put Felix in Ireland with Finlay.
We all love the drag queens over here.
Got
one locked up in my closet.
Someone says, Danielle, Ronnie's child. I hoped for so much screen time with the two together, knowing they were mother and daughter, but no, Janine comes and spoils it again, runs Danielle over. Brilliant TV at the time, but I hoped they'd find out and build some sort of relationship. Had they hadn't have killed her off, she could have come back any time as Phil's niece and had all sorts of storyline as Sam does, but with Ronnie's gene/fire. Yeah, it was a big issue, really, when that's like, we want this to be really sad for Ronnie because we want a really good reason for her to just still despise Archie. And the daughter's dead. You just really didn't like giving her anything happy to do.
Hey, see, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like Roxy or Ronnie were depressed.
Ronnie was absolutely fucking fried. Ronnie was having a meltdown at all times, and Roxy was fine, but Roxy also didn't have much to do in the last couple of years. It's why they should have just had a fucking break instead of being killed. Oh yeah.
But they weren't killed off. We didn't see the body.
Someone says Zoe Slater was starting to blossom, but then left after Chrissy killing Den storyline. Yeah, Zoe Slater's an interesting one because it feels like, I don't know, it just feels like she should have been. She was really established as a really big character. She had some of the, she has one of the most quotable moments of all time on the show. You
It
know?
sounds like You Ain't My Mother.
Yeah, yeah.
You ain't my mother!
Like, she doesn't fucking say anything. Well, no, she does
You
say
were supposed
anything.
to...
But,
You were supposed to do the other line.
oh, fuck you, that's what.
Fuck you.
I don't have running
Ruined
water
it.
today, mate. I'm not feeding anything. I'm genuinely gonna have to start drinking beer in a minute. So the water's gone. Fuck's sake.
Here, do you want some tea?
Cheers, mate. But yeah, like they really tried to establish Zoe Slater as a big character, and you kind of expected her to become like, you know, at some point she'd take over from Kat, and there would be like Kat and Zoe, and you know, Zoe's kids and Kat's kids. But Zoe just has never fucking been back since like 2006. So now they've had to fill the gap with someone else, and I don't think they've ever found it.
She does get mentioned, but
Yeah.
like the mentions she gets are brief to none. Like it's like, Kat, how's things going? Oh, so he said hello, and that would be like a Christmas day, and then it'd be like Christmas 2025. Oh, how are things going, Kat? Oh, so he said hello. It's like every Christmas day. It's just like, there we go, talking Zoe mentioned.
But like, to be fair, I haven't really seen her do much of anything at all. The last time I saw the actress, she was in a terrible zombie film called Cockneys versus Zombies.
No,
And,
you're lying.
I love to say I was lying. It did. Oh my god.
What?
Oh, that's rough.
What?
This movie had a £2.25 million budget. How much money do you think it made at the box office?
10 grand.
It made 109,000. That's like fucking. That's like 1%. It's not. I don't know math. But it's a fucking. It's so little money.
Wait, not even Shaun of the Dead had that budget, I believe.
It probably fucking didn't. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I watched it thinking this is some fucking... It's fun. It's a really fun, stupid movie. But to get that much money for it, what the fuck are you talking about? I thought this was some fucking low-budget Cockney zombie movie, not fucking big budget. Fucking hell.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like when you get a soap star and they start doing musicals. It's like, so we have all these no-names in musicals, and then we have Brian Conley, come on in. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that.
Yeah, fucking hell. But yeah, there we are. Point being, the actress isn't really doing much. And
fell off.
We just doesn't seem like she ever wants to come back. Someone said I still miss Zoe. She was starting to come a long way from You Ain't My Mother. Yeah, obviously, a lot of what I remember is her relationship with Dennis Rickman, where she wanted him to love her, but he loved Sharon, and Den was doing some jiggery-pokery in there. Yeah, well, I guess someone's gonna have to fucking put a baby in you, so... It's like, what are you doing,
and it's like,
you dirty
50-year-old
bastard?
It's like 50-year-old dad.
What's wrong with you?
He's like all wrinkly and shit. Oh, be like fucking E.T.
He does look a bit like E.T.
He does, doesn't he? Keep your E.T.
like,
Mickey away from me.
Who's choosing that?
You choose between Dennis Rickman and fucking Den Watch. It's like you're choosing between a Cadbury's chocolate bar and a lumber shite.
Like the one Malteser on the bottom of your chair that's been there for 3 years. Den.
That
cold chip that's left out after the McDonald's. It's in your car. Just absolutely miserable.
Like fucking Dennis like a fucking Shar-Pei puppy to call Scott Steiner. Like he's a fucking he's so wrinkly. Who would choose him? He's so wrinkly.
Exactly. Someone says Eddie Moon. They hyped him up so much for his arrival, and then he was only in it for a few months. Yeah. Yeah, the Eddie Moon stuff was strange. Because it's like, oh, he's going to bring in a new generation of the Moons. So, obviously the largest one's Michael Moon. Obviously, he was the big kind of, like, man. But, like, beyond Michael, they didn't do anything else with them. You had Tyler Moon, who I think he was with Whitney for a bit. You had Anthony Moon. No, I don't know. Like, you just had one of them who was successful, and fucking Eddie Moon left, like, after about 3 months. He's got an OBE.
Is Spencer on this list? Fucking Spencer Moon.
Yeah, but Spencer was,
not loved.
Yeah, Spencer had some time, so I'll say that. I don't think it made it into the Christmas video, but he had some fucking times. The whole Joe Cotton situation where she was calling up someone every time and she got a new wad of cash from Rock and Kathy saying there's more of this. Well, there's more where that came from. Imagine it would have been Dottie, so I'd been gutted if her return was scrapped because Brian wanted to leave. As it's clear his departure is what's ended this potentially big storyline. Who else do you think it could have been if not Dottie?
Rocky's kid, Jasper.
Was that the plan for Dottie to be Rocky's daughter? They buried the same Joe as messing with us, never mentioned again. Seemed the obvious direction the show was going. Knowing how soaps were written, they changed their mind. Someone says, I think it was meant to be, but then June Brown died, so they axed the story.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, I don't think it's that, but
it's clearly because they went, well, we don't have anything related to Nick Cotton, but we do have Dottie Cotton.
Yeah, like, look, if Rocky was staying, for like 20 years, sure, fine by me. But if it just ended up the way it has, it's a very good thing that they didn't decide to make her Rocky's kid.
You could have brought someone in to be Rocky's kid. Again, we have Jasper.
Yeah, exactly.
He could be a real
there
boy.
was a lot of very heavily implied, like, Joe, we need to talk about my boy. And it's like, maybe there is a secret son that he doesn't know about. Feels like something Joe would have done. She would have kept it secret from Rocky. Why would she tell him? He ruined her life. Someone says Johnny Carter, that is. A normal gay person who is too uninteresting for a soap. They lazily sent him off to Leeds. They didn't even let him get into any proper on-screen relationships. They had the Italian geezer, but like
he's back, isn't he?
He will
By the time this comes out.
He will be back, but still doesn't change how little they actually did with him the whole time.
Yeah, Johnny Carter. I have a list of things I want to say about Johnny Carter, so let me start.
There we are, lovely, perfect stuff. Someone says, I think Johnny as a personality would suit Callum infinitely more than Ben. Both came out later than he did, both work in legal fields, and both are too sensible for drama and violence. Not usually a fan of affair storylines, who could totally get behind Callum cheating on Ben with Johnny and then becoming an official couple. Ben is too immature for meaningful relationship. You take that back! Take that back! Lying. They're all lying. Just take it back. Ben's capable. Take it back. Confessions from a Ballum stan. Not me, of course. Never me. Used to be me. Not me anymore. I remember getting into arguments. Why don't you like Ben? And then you can tell an argument shit when you go when you start saying, yeah, well, just shut the fuck up about it. Just get really shitty about it. Great fun. You good, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry.
Okay, you're just looking a bit shifty. You look like you're trying to. You look like your audio broke.
No. It's not that. It's my fucking. I got pinged. And I was like, why am I getting pinged?
Someone says there's not too much longer, so we will be going through this. Someone says thought Liam Jackson could have had more potential, but when he briefly came back a couple of years ago, it was a wasted opportunity. I don't agree with that. The recast was garbage because they turned someone who was sweet and wholesome and they made him into a little chavvy prick. You know, they turned him into a little roadman piece of shit. Just to assassinate the character for some reason. They got rid of his very loving relationship with Cindy Beale Jr. And then he just turned into a selfish piece of shit. Like, just absolutely ruined the character. And it also didn't help how someone did just say, yo, this guy bullied the fuck out of me. And this is awful to see him in this position. But he bullied fuck out of me. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Like, fuck, man.
Could be worse. You could be involved in a hate crime.
True.
Never happened.
Could have killed someone.
Never happened.
Someone says another one would have been Susie Branning. She was supposed to have most of Janine's storylines, but the actress left after she apparently just pissed off all of the cast.
Who the fuck is Susie Branning?
I don't even know. She is the daughter of Jim and Reenie Branning. Who is Reenie? Dead.
Rainy?
Reenie. No. Oh, Reenie Branning is the mother of Derek, Carol, Max, Jack, Susie. Who the fuck's April? She was in 95. Okay, cool.
Wait, there was Brannings in 1995?
Yeah, they were introduced in, 93? Or something?
Yeah, but Max wasn't introduced till like 06, was he?
Yeah, he wasn't brought in till much later, but... You know, like Sonia. Sonia, Robbie, Bianca was brought in, it's...
Oh, don't bring up Robbie, fucking Mr. OnlyFans in Spain.
Dubai.
Dubai, yo.
Yeah, apparently she was supposed to have most of Janine's storylines. I can't say she would have been better or worse, as I genuinely have no idea who the fuck she was. Someone says Ikra and her girlfriend, whose name I can't remember, I think it was Mila, with the sister and the female... It was like a religious, female mutilating genitals or some... it was some honor... I don't know, Look, I don't know enough of the storyline to actually comment on that bit, but it's Was
it a trans storyline?
No, it was not a trans storyline.
Well, why did you say mutilating yourself?
Well, because it would be... Because that was what was happening. It was what was happening to these women.
Okay, fair enough.
Where their genitals would be mutilated because, I don't know, maybe they were gay or something. I don't know. I'll have a brief little fucking...
Well, guys, how are you doing? I'm doing good. It's nice hearing from you guys.
A ritual cutting or removal of some of all of the external female genitalia. FGM. Oh, they just wrote it wrong. They had FMG, and I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. But yeah, it's it's a ritual type thing, right? It's It's described as an attempt to control a woman's sexuality. Obviously, Mila was gay, so it was ultimately they clearly it didn't do too fucking well because nobody remembers it because it was just a terribly done, awful, very loosely covered social issue that they didn't put any fucking... They just didn't explore it at all. Someone says, I felt like they raised an important topic, but it wasn't explored too much because they had left by then. They could have raised more awareness within the community. Like Ash being both Asian and a GP. But Ash could have campaigned alongside them in a medical capacity. Maybe offering free clinics to check over FGM victims and provide treatments, with Sony being a white nurse and learning more about this in this capacity. Yeah, essentially saying they could have explored the story a lot more interestingly, but they didn't fucking cover it because this was like 2021 and the show was in a bad place. So,
and COVID.
Yeah. Another one for me was Mitch's brother, dad of Felix and Finley, Avery, that is. But he seemed like such a great personality and was played by a big name, so deserved a more solid and longevity with the character. It would have been interesting to see him as more of a father. His introduction as a character was hyped up on social media just as the night tour, yet he only got a couple weeks and then died. Yeah, it never seemed like the guy was going to get a long-standing role. But just because he seemed a bit too big for the show. Because he's got fucking OBE, you know? He's fucking famous man. But yeah, like, he was a good character. He was a fun character. If it was Mitch and Avery, like, fucking, you know, like heading the family would have probably been a lot larger. But, you know, they never really let Mitch carry anything by himself. So, and now he's gone.
Well, they let him carry a tree, didn't they?
They did. Someone says Dottie is one, but not in a good way. You despise that character, and at least you'd hope to see her on my screen, then something good would have come of it. But no, I like the actress, but I don't generally enjoy the type of character who embodies nastiness and actually makes other people's lives worse. Do you like soaps? What do you mean? Who wants a happy soap? Not me. It's happy one time of a year. That's Christmas, baby. That's the only time soaps are happy. And even then, it's happy for about 5 minutes. Like, it's never happy in soaps. You have to have the nasty characters.
Right.
That's why Cindy's become a great, like, fucking top bitch. It's like, you fucking prick. It's why Nish. I hate you.
I wanna fuck you.
But I wanna fuck you, Nish. You whore.
Who's the character they mentioned again? Sorry, I forgot.
Dottie.
I liked Dottie. Think give her nothing. I originally thought when I came back to watching soaps, I thought Dottie was Betch, and I was so confused.
Hey, Dottie's return was a video I actually put on a channel. Like a couple of years back on a channel called Mr. E Ender. And I was also going to upload like another storyline. But
what, did you do the video discussing it or just her return?
No, I just did the I just posted the clip.
Oh. Alright, Mr. E Ender.
Yeah, Mr. E Ender.
Why won't we call the E Enders? Oh, fuck it, we're rebranding to the E Enders. Fuck Watching Walford.
I uploaded a clip of Dottie's return. It got a couple thousand views, and another story. I think I fucking absolutely zoinked that channel. That channel's dead. But yeah, it was that was a clip that I posted over there when I was going to try just post EastEnders clips. But fuck me, that was copywritten to fuck, and I went no.
How many subscribers did Mr. E Ender get?
I don't think it got any. No, it got a couple.
Subscribe.
I uploaded a rare storyline as far as I could until it got fucking banned. Or just copyright strike to hell.
Let me have a look at Mr. E Ender's channel.
I don't think it exists anymore.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, brief look. Nothing there. But yeah, Dottie is a character I really wanted to like, and I really tried hard to like. But ultimately, she just never fully got to be a proper character. She was always just... She was never fully realized, and this is why she was kind of she just left. And it's like, it just wasn't that fucking good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, mate. I had a look. Why the fuck am I seeing furries on this YouTube? on YouTube when I search for Mr. E Ender.
I
I
don't know,
don't
mate.
want to see furries.
No.
Look, you're in the furries, fair enough. But
But regardless, Dottie she just never got to do anything proper. Like, she slept with Keegan, which is probably the biggest thing she did. But, like, you have Nick Cotton's daughter, and you can't even make her like Nick Cotton. Like, yeah, sure, it's probably some interesting thing where she doesn't want to be bad. But you could have done something with her, like. And she was there for, like, 2-3 years at least. I think she was brought back in 2019. And it's, like, sick, you know? She's going to be here. Then just a couple years on. Honestly, the way I'd do it, I'd even just bring back the original actress and let her try and actually give the storylines. Because, yeah, sure, the actress was good and she did a lot, but they simply just didn't know what to do with her. So there we are. Someone says Nancy with the sterilization storyline, which was a terrific topic to be highlighting, but then she just became Zach's girlfriend, and that was it. There was nothing else to her. Yep. Just another day in the life of 2021 EastEnders. Someone said, I thought Finley would play a major role in Suki and Eve reveal, but he ended up leaving the show the next day. Lamau. Yeah, of course not, mate.
he could return.
You got fucking fed a lie. Someone says, other than already mentioned Kira and Nancy, I'd say Wilmot Dixon. I don't know who the fuck that is. Wilmot Brown? I think it's Wilmot Brown. I don't know who the fuck Dixon is. Yeah, Wilmot Brown. In his return a few years ago, this is obviously the story where Max and Wilmot Brown were supposed to take over the square on like a fucking 3-year-long fucking shit. And everybody forgot about it and says his kids probably came off worse though. And they probably could have done more with it. Agreed. Someone says Jada. She started off nicely and was given a softer side, but then fucking just left again. Someone says Ikra and Zaza. Someone says, and someone also finally goes, Kirat. They were obviously building him up to be one of the most iconic EastEnders characters. And he left so abruptly. I'm still living in delusion thinking he'll come back at Christmas. Most iconic? What are you smoking? What's wrong with you? Look, I get it. Kirat had an unfortunate exit. But he wasn't that fucking good. He was mid at best. At all times. But
Again, I've beaten the fucking fat boy account to death, so I now found my new target, the Kirat account. Who is the culprit? At least they're not gonna make a whole Reddit thread stating why they want to come back. So good on you, Kirat fan. I respect your opinion. You are nice. You're not delusional. Okay. I will give you a bit of mention. You might have took a chair shot to the head. You might have a bit of CTE issues. So about the whole Kirat thing, but you know, I'll dismiss the CTE because I doubt you're a lovely gentleman, and I will allow you to have your opinion. Just please get your brain checked for me, please, because I don't want CTE going unnoticed. Last time we went unnoticed, a murder happened, and we don't want that again. After watching Walford channel,
acting like it's never happened elsewhere. CTE didn't stop at 2007. Still going on.
It took a break. He's just returning.
All right. Someone's taking it too far. Still going on. But yes, there we are. That's the list of EastEnders characters you thought they were building up, but just unceremoniously left. Simply saying Rocky, not Kathy. I mean, Kathy's exit was a bit weird. But regardless, they did build up for her to leave. But yeah, it's just generally EastEnders and soaps in general. Sometimes you just can't get the actor to stay on. So, and just at some point you just say, you know what, fuck this, they're dead. And you can't really reverse being dead. It's like the biggest fucking crime is still between between Ronnie and Roxy and fucking Abby Branning. You know, there are a lot of characters that you could have had like fucking still paving the way for the like years and years of the show. But now they're all dead, so you have to try fill the void, which is pretty hard to fucking fill, because how many slightly mental women do they have on the show anymore, you know? How many more slightly deluded women do they have on the show just causing fucking havoc? Not too many.
Oh fuck, that's branded. Hold on. To all the dead people who've hurt us, may they never come back to the square.
Please no. But yes, what do you think? Tell us in the comment section down below. I've been Ash from Watching Walford. Piggy's been taking a drink. And
yeah, I went through the full cup of tea in this video. Fuck me.
Fucking hell. It has been a long one, so.
But yeah, I've been Piggy from Watching Walford. Again, enjoy your socials at the following. Have a happy new year. This comes out in the new year. If this comes out on Boxing Day, I'm going to be fucking livid. Ash going to just bury me. But yeah, you can follow our social at the following. You can follow our best friend Slater mine 2049. Had a weird interaction with them the other day, but I'll tell Ash off camera. Yeah, you can follow them on Twitch at Slater mine 2049. On Twitch, you can follow Ash on the following. You can follow them on Twitch and YouTube at AquaDreams, real AquaDreams on Twitter /X. You enjoy wrestling? Well, we've got a wrestling channel for you. One More Match, 182 on YouTube. You can enjoy that. You want to hear wrestling topics. You want to hear us bringing Dirty Jen to wrestling. You can enjoy that. Yeah. And then we can bring in Big Show into EastEnders. How about that? And you want our socials? Well, we're Watching Walford on the following: Instagram, Twitter /X, and Twitch. Yeah, we're on Twitch, but we don't stream. But if I ever get a good PC, I will probably stream on Twitch. And yeah, we will see you in the next one. And follow our YouTube channel, please. We're on the road to 400. We're nearly at 400. We're a good 61 away.
That's a day in the video. No, yeah. It's probably won't make 400 by the end of the year, but as this is probably coming out in the new year. Woo! Happy 400! Yeah! Woo! Yeah. Or bloody hell! Keep it going. But yes, thank you for watching. Tell us which characters you thought they were building up, but left in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good time. Keep watching this space. Big love, big appreciations. See you in the next one. Bye bye.